This 3 gone wrong turned into a in 4K. Listen, y'all. Let this be a lesson into not trust anybody. Don't trust nobody unless you know them for at least a couple days. If you meet somebody, don't be so quick to smash, because this is what's gonna get you. This is what's gonna get you. Get some discipline. Get some discipline in your life, man. Because some people you never know with. It could be a pretty face. It could be an ugly mug. It could be a dog. I don't know. You know, it's just everybody is just so unpredictable. You don't know what their next move is going to be. So we're going to go into this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get into it.
Video the 8 News Now investigators obtained shows 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano walking hand-in-hand with Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor, both 20 minutes before the women are accused of killing him.
Now imagine one of the best nights of your life turning into a nightmare, and the kinky threesome that you had planned ends up becoming an investigation to figure out who murdered you. You see,
and it's even worse because there's 2 people, so your odds are already stacked against you. You cannot fall for this.
You think you're about to have one of the best nights ever with a couple bad bitches. You were in Vegas and meet them downstairs in the hotel lobby, and these 2 beautiful women tell you that they want to go back to your room. I mean, just look at the smile on my guy's face. You can't tell me he ain't think that he was about to get some ass. I'm just saying. But unfortunately for him, these 2 ladies had other plans. And now,
I'm not laughing I'm getting killed, but this commentary is kind of crazy. It's kind of funny.
his loved ones are trying to deal with losing him as the police try to put together who these women were and why they were seen running out of his hotel room after being the last one to be seen with him alive. Well, this is the story of Brian Altamirano Solano. The 2 suspects are Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor, both just 20.
All right, for one, I'm not trusting a face of Ariana Taylor. I'm sorry. That face, you know what? Both of them have weird looking faces. All right, I'm going to minimize this for a little bit, but that face right there, this one, with the red hair, that's a no-go for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is a no-go for me. Not happening.
20 years old, and while they look innocent, this is 2023, and like most criminals these days, Instagram got them caught up, and they were able to use their Instagram to figure out who they were, where they were that night, what they had on, to find the evidence that they used against them, and where they were hiding out.
They don't care if we know where they are.
So again, people, if you're going to do a crime, stay off of Instagram. It just don't work. I just keep showing you, it don't work. But we are going to get to their full story, the footage, because we have a lot of it that links them to the murder and how the police was able to, in the crazy way the police use Instagram to track them down and then solve this threesome going wrong. But before we get to that, I am Joe Stone, and this is the Church of Joe Stone podcast, where we find the most provocative and shocking news and take it to church. Make sure you subscribe, because this is a doozy. Now, our story centers around 25-year-old Brian Altamirano Solano, a man who was seeking asylum all the way from Nicaragua in pursuit of what I'm pretty sure was a better life. Well, that didn't last long for poor Brian, because little did he know his life was about to take a tragic turn.
And see, like, if you're a foreigner in a country, do not trust anybody. That's like the number 1 thing. You go out of the country, listen, if you're coming from anywhere into the U.S., don't trust nobody in the U.S. If you're going out of the U.S. to anywhere, do not trust anybody, especially if you just met them and you're trying to have a sexual encounter. That's just crazy to me. I would never do something like that. But some people just don't have any discipline, and this is what gets you right here. It gets you killed.
In room 534 of the world-renowned Caesar's Palace Hotel, a place that's known for luxury, not murder. But this brings us to 2 cousins, Erica Covington and Ariana Taylor. The 2 cousins I think Brian thought that he was gonna score a hot night with, because apparently he didn't give a damn if they was real sisters. But back to the story. On May 14th, Brian found himself in the company of 2 young women, Erica and Ariana. Caesar's Palace surveillance cameras caught the 3 individuals talking in the valet area around 2:14 a.m. The camera recorded the trio walking and even laughing in a hallway around 2:36 a.m. on their way up to Altamirano Solano's room. 534, where things would eventually get crazy, and yeah. But this is where another twist comes out of nowhere and throws this story in another direction, and investigators had to navigate this, and it's an important detail. The room Brian was staying in was registered to another woman, a mysterious woman who was apparently involved with Altamirano Solano, but left the hotel around 1:30 a.m. that same night.
That's even crazier. That just has layers on top of it. Holy. Can you imagine what she's thinking right now? Or at the moment, or whenever this happened? I believe this happened last year. But that's crazy. That's wild.
night. Apparently, she met him on a texting app and arranged to meet for a steamy rendezvous at the hotel, and that's where she left at 1:30. And then I guess Mr. Solano thought he was not done and was looking to have some more proper Vegas fun. And unfortunately, taking things a step too far may have been what got him killed, because it seems like he had scheduled one hookup, and when that one was over, he thought that he might have came up on a second one downstairs with 2 more women. But unfortunately, when things are too good to be true, they usually are. Because back to the story again, the surveillance footage caught their meeting and showed them going to the room with Mr. Solano. At 2:36 a.m., the doors to Solano's room closed with him and the young ladies inside of it. Now, what happened behind those doors and what led to this seemingly happenstance hookup turning into a deadly crime? And how did the police figure it all out? Well, I got you. Now, you remember that bag that Brian had that he was wearing when he was walking down the hall across his chest? Well, by 2:40...
Don't tell me there was money in it. Don't tell me there was money in it.
8 a.m., less than a quarter of an hour later, Covington and Taylor were seen running out of the hotel room. And guess what they had? Well, Mr. Bryan's bag. Seems like they had robbed him on the way out. And Mr. Solano, well, that would be the last time he was seen, and he would remain in room 534 with his life cut short with a single gunshot wound to the chest. But that
Damn, stop. Oh my God, stop doing that. Men, stop giving money away like that. I know exactly what happened. He showed off that money in that bag, and he just, oh, come into the room. Yeah, I got the money. We can do what we do. And then they plotted on him at that very moment. You can't do shit like that. That's so stupid. Don't do shit like that. If you gotta use money to impress a woman, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're cooked. You're cooked.
As the women ran out of the hotel room, no one knew at that point that he had been unalived. They eventually went downstairs with Mr. Milano's bag, took off, and then allegedly were seen hopping into a stolen white sedan and then disappearing into the Las Vegas night. It was not until 11:15 a.m. that housekeeping would discover Mr. Milano's body. And this is where the police would come in and start trying to figure out exactly what happened. Who were these women that were caught on camera leaving his room? Obviously, the last ones to see him alive, because he never is alive, because they run out and he has a bot, and they have evidence that no one else entered the room. So now they're looking for these young ladies, and well, again, this is where the story gets crazy, because with the 2 women caught on camera, it was up to police to figure out what happened and who did it. And again, this is where things get wild, because just 5 days before leaving Brian's body in that hotel room, Miss Taylor gave her number to police officers willingly as a part of a domestic violence case that she was involved in.
Just dumb as a brick. Criminals are so dumb. I don't get that. I don't know, whatever.
And were able to, once the investigation started, to pull up her social media accounts, including her Instagram that gave them a play-by-play of the night that they were with Brian. One Instagram video showed Taylor wearing the same clothes she wore on that night and posting her outfits with her cousin before they met up with Mr.
Just
Brian.
dumb as hell.
And then they were able to find Miss Taylor through, of course, Miss Covington's Instagram, which led them to her. And then also more Instagram posts of them being even tagged at the same location as the hotel. So you can't say that's not you, because we got your face, your clothes, and your location from Instagram.
Listen, if you're still doing crime in big 2025, stop it. There's too many cameras around for you to get away with anything. All right, just stop. There's no point in even trying that anymore. This ain't the 80s or the 70s, even the 90s. I think the 90s people in the 90s probably got away too, but that was they started bringing in all that stuff in like around, I guess, the 90s, maybe the 80s too a little bit. But hey, you cannot be doing crime in the big 2025. It's too late for that. Should have done that. You should have been born a little bit earlier. But you chose to do it now. You don't really choose, but you know what I mean.
Apply it all to police. Thank you. You made their job super easy. All in one place, real easy to find. But this innocent check-in on Instagram at Caesar's Palace wouldn't be the only slip-up. And we're going to keep going. Because with them making it so easy, they were 2 days later, May 17th, being arrested by police, where they found more evidence at their hideout, which was an apartment on Simon Street, where the police unearthed a treasure trove of evidence. Not only did they get their clothes, which I'm sure has crucial evidence on it as well. Like, why wouldn't you get rid of your clothes? I don't know what's going on here. It's been days. And not only does that match all the footage in the post, but also a Glock handgun magazine that matched the same type of bullet that was used to take Brian's life, allegedly. Apparently, this dynamic duo had unintentionally laid out a breadcrumb trail leading them straight to their doorstep. And you would think that after all of this evidence had been shown to them, that these ladies would just make it easy on themselves and give it all up. That's not what happened. In another twist, or maybe not so twisty, both women initially denied any involvement. Covington, even when she was shown the video evidence, admitted to being at Caesars with the victim, but fell silent on the details. Taylor, on the other hand, had a whole nother crazy story that makes even less sense, claiming to have a bad memory and not remember nothing that happened 3 days ago because she due to a bad car accident. And even
That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Oh my god, that is so dumb. They're showing you video evidence of you doing this, and you're like, nah, that's not me. That can't be me. That reminds me of that one skit. I forgot what it was. Was it an RDC skit where where they're interrogating them? They show them the footage. You're like, nah, that's not me. They got him in 4K. You got to call him 4K, saying it's not you. You're doing dances in the camera, saying it's not you. Face all up in it, just like mine right now on the face cam. And you saying that's not you? Dumb as hell.
even when they pressed her about it and showed her her video and images of her at the crime scene, she told police to do their job. So I guess that's what they're doing. Which is even crazier when you factor in that police were able to pull explicit videos shot that night with Brian in the room with these young ladies of them performing all types of acts. According to police, they found these videos and still neither one of them could remember anything. So now they are still in police custody and facing trial for the murder of young Brian. And we can only hope that he gets justice. We will keep you updated as the story evolves and we get more information if you guys are interested in that. But let me know what you think happened in the comments. Do you think that this is an open and shut case? Do you think that these women obviously were the killers? Do you think that this mystery woman should be looked into? Do you think this was some type of setup? They happened to be at the hotel. They robbed him for probably no money because I'm pretty sure the guy wasn't rich. And then allegedly hopping in a stolen vehicle? Like what? Why did they have a stolen car? Did somebody pick them? Like what happened? So there's a lot of questions regarding this case that I'm looking forward to see how it develops and what actually happens. But again, guys, look, if we don't learn anything from any of this, if you're going to commit crimes, stay off the internet. I am Joe Stone, and this is the Church of Joe Stone podcast. When cool comes to pray, you come to stay and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video coming your way. Where we find the most shocking and provocative news and take it to church. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Just don't do crime in general. You should have said that. What the hell? It is too late. Too damn late for you to be doing crime. We are in the age of technology. Let it go. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe too. I almost forgot that. See you later.